Hi everyone! Today I wanted to share with you how we do our homeschooling on a daily basis. I don't know if you noticed, but I took a long break, about 2 months of a break, and a week ago I came back with a video announcing that I was going to return with the Workbox videos and the Montessori inspired activities videos. But before I do that, I want to give you a glimpse of how we do homeschooling on a daily basis, so that you guys can have a better idea since I have been gone for so long. In that video of my announcement returning, I proposed everyone if you guys want me to share Workbox videos at the beginning of the week or at the end of the week. A few of you replied and said that you guys prefer me doing it at the end of the week. Personally, to me that makes sense because you're not only going to be seeing my planning for the week, but also you'll be seeing the work that we covered for the week. So I'll be doing that starting next week. Today, let me go ahead and show you how we do homeschooling on a daily basis, and that way you have a better idea when I show you my workboxes and my Montessori activities. So the first thing we do on a day is we do our Bible study. A little FYI, before I used to do Bibles on the first drawer of our workbox. But what I decided to do is I took the Bible out of the classroom, literally, because I didn't want my daughter to associate Bible learning and Bible studying with a subject or with schoolwork. Which, Bible studying, if, we're Christians, so to us, that's our daily food, it's our daily routine, and we don't wait for schoolwork to start to do our Bible thing. So each morning we pray right on the bed as soon as we wake up, and then during breakfast, my daughter will read her Bible. So she started with the first story, and then she continues from there, and it's in Spanish, of course. That's her first language. My husband and I are from Argentina, in case you're new to my channel, and although my daughter was born here in the United States, we taught her Spanish first, and then 2 years ago, when she was 4, she started learning English. So English is her second language right now. And then after that, she'll write a petition in this little box that I made for her. So she'll fill in one of her little post-it notes with petitions that she may have. She also has the little activity book that we get from our church. I'm actually her teacher there. So we have a story to read, both sides, and then a little Bible verse to learn. And then it has an activity for each day of the week. And then we do accordingly, and that's the story for the week. And then she has a little journal where she will either write down or draw something about whatever she wants to say or to show God. That's her personal journal. And then at nighttime, I read to her, and I read from this Bible collection. It's called The Beautiful Bible Stories. You can find them in English as well, and these are great. Look at those illustrations. Actually painting. These are paintings, and the stories are great. So I read a story for her from this. After that, we come to her classroom, and she'll fill in the calendar. This is a dry erase magnetic board, so she'll write down the number of the date. She'll make the date with the coins, and these are Velcro. Then she'll do the time, and she'll change the day in Spanish, and this is the month in Spanish. Then she'll check on the temperature right here, and she'll write it down here. Then this is a printable that I made myself, and this is from Confessions of a Homeschooler. This one I made it myself simply because I got tired of looking for real life pictures. Everything you see online are usually clip art pictures, so I made it myself for the seasons and for the daily weather. And I keep them all in these little containers right here. And then this is for her weekly verse, and I made this little printable for her. This one actually matches the Workbox labels, you'll see in a minute. And then she'll come here and do this morning work. It usually consists of doing one row of this addition facts sheet. So I will mark down what she has to do for the day, and when she's completed it, I'll stamp it right here. And then she has the number of the day. There's supposed to be a 1 right there. I got erased. Okay, 137. And then she has to show me the number. And then a daily fixed sentence. But we're not doing that today. Today's Friday, so it's a little different for us. And I'll show you in a minute. And then she has her ASL alphabet and her sign language little book. If she wants to do that. This one is before we start, and this one is at the end of the day. Then we move on to our word boxes, which if today was Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you will find it right here. Let me move it. I should have done this before the video. So we do on Mondays, we do logic and or memory work. Then we do reading, math, language arts, and science. So we do these 5 drawers Mondays, Wednesdays, and Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesday. Except for Tuesdays, which is when we do social studies, so I'll add social studies instead. So that's what we do for each Monday through Wednesday. And when she's done with each drawer, she'll add a check mark over here. I got this from a printable from Ivanna from the channel My Little Smarty Pants. And this one's I made it myself. See? It matches the picture of the weekly verse. On Fridays only, I remove all of these tabs. I put them away in a little container that I have. And we do Spanish, art, health, and music. For language arts and math, we play games. These are the games that we play. We're gonna play them today. This is Money Bingo. We're gonna play Money Bingo. We're gonna play with these flashcards of telling time. And I'm gonna read her a book, Follow the Money. So this is what we do for math today, on Friday. So every Friday I will change the games and the book and stuff. And then for language arts, we're doing a sight word popcorn game. And I'm going to read her this Silent Letters Loud and Clear book. So every Friday, just like math, I will change the game and the book. So Friday is a very busy day for us because we are getting ready for our Sabbath tomorrow, or actually this evening. So I like to be done with school before noon. As for the other days, Monday through Wednesdays, we usually are done by noon, and then we have to come back after lunch to either do science or social studies. Another thing that I want to mention is on Thursday, we go to a co-op, and it's a long day for us. So when we come back home, it's usually 2:30, 3 o'clock, and we don't have time to do school. But we might play a game, which I usually have it right here on top of the Workbox. And this week I have this math game for us to do. Well, we did, and then we're gonna play it on next week as well. This I keep right here for whenever my daughter wants to take any of the work and the work boxes. She wants to do it on her couch, on her bed, on the table, sometimes even in the kitchen when I'm cooking or something. She'll bring it over here over to the kitchen and do the work with me. So just a short glimpse of our work boxes. Right now for memory, we're working on the state and the state abbreviation. Reading is Alpha Phonics. Let me show you really quick. I have a video, a review on this. It says Alpha Phonics. We do a book from the phonic reading or phonic reader program, and then a Bob book, along with a sight word game. I want to show you the sight word game actually. It's a memory game. Just you play any memory game. But instead of just being regular cards, what I did is I wrote down some sight words. And she has to read the sight word before she can turn around and see what the picture is. See, she'll have to flip it back and then read the sight word and turn it over and find the match. So this is how I do sight words with her, because I have a list right here. And from all the pre-primary, primary, and first grade list, she knows most of them already. The only ones that are not crossed out are the ones that she still needs to practice a few more times. So for reading, I always have the Phonics, Alpha Phonics reading program, these two, and a sight word game, always. And then for math, we're working on measurements with centimeters and inches. We're doing whole parts with our dominoes, and then a notebooking page, along with her counting blocks that I made for her. And then for language arts, she's still practicing her cursive handwriting. And this little board, she's gonna do a little book report. Reading this one, Mole in a Hole. So she's gonna read this and do a little book report. And then the last review for the short vowel sounds and spelling. So she's gonna do this notebooking sheets that I made for her using a spelling book. And like I said, English is her second language. So she's reviewing for the last time the short vowel sounds. And then we're gonna start with their long vowel sounds, which she already knows all the long vowel sounds with the silent E. She knows those already. And then for science, we're doing mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, animal classification. And we already covered some of the cut and paste pictures according to the group they belong, and then drawing some things for each group, like a group of reptile friends, a family of mammals, amphibians, eatings, and then she's completing the names according to each group. And she's gonna complete the sentence with these missing words right here. And we're using this book to do that, The World of Animals. So we do science Mondays and Wednesday. And then Tuesday we do social study, and then next Tuesday we're gonna work on how letter travels. And she has a pen pal, so she loves writing letters. And then people are like indifferent. Spanish, we're making this book in Spanish, and then I'm gonna read this, which are classical fables, regionalized. So these one are like Red Riding Hood, and then with Argentinian culture in it. So these are all like cultured or culturized, I don't know how would you call it, little stories. And then she's gonna work on some Spanish grammar, and we're gonna watch a video doing that. For art, she's gonna draw some insects, which she already did because she sneaked in the workbox and already did it. So using this workbook, she drew that. She's going to play with some Play-Doh in her playroom. She's gonna make this little sausage dog, and we're gonna work on complementary colors. So I have her do that, and we're gonna watch a color wheel to do that. And then for health, she's doing cut and paste food, different food items from a magazine, and cup and each of the food groups over here. And then she's going to show me 5 different ways to recycle a glass jar, and she's gonna do this by looking at this workbook that I got for free, and it has different ways to recycle a glass jar. She can color those pictures as well. And then for health, also, which is PE to us as well. We have these activities that we got from the USDA. And as we complete the activities, we write down the date on them. And this is for PE on Fridays, but Mondays and Wednesdays we do exercises at home or outside. And then we're doing this calendar of activities of recycling. For each month we have to complete something. So that's that for health and PE. And then for music, she practiced the guitar with her dad any day of the week that they want. And then she's gonna learn how to label the guitar using this little book that she got with her guitar. So here are the parts of the guitar. Then she's gonna grab her guitar and she's gonna label it with this little cards that I made, both English and Spanish. These are Spanish, these are in English. And then she's gonna cut a picture out of this magazine and paste it here and then label it on her notebook and page. So that's how we do it on a daily basis. Now the Montessori activities, I'm just gonna show you through it. This I usually use it when I'm introducing a new concept to her, or for any free, like how you say, free time activities. She can come and use this anytime she wants to. Unless it's an activity that she doesn't know, then she has to have me or her dad along her side. So since we're doing animals classification, I picked some of the animals here. So I have a bird, a mammal, a reptile, an insect, and a fish. And it's just a fun little logic puzzle to fill in here and do, you know, this little thing. So that's that. And then this other logic game with her little tangram that I got. I did buy it actually. I made it myself a long time ago with printables, but then I found this online for like $10, so I got it. And then I have this little number line that goes all the way to 100, and we put it on the floor, and then we practice skip counting and with this little kangaroos, and then she'll put this little thing on the number. Or sometimes we'll do you know, like start on 45 and then move up 10 spaces, and then just put this kangaroo on 45, and then with the other one she'll move up 10 spaces. So we'll play games with these. And then I have our place values. I have our 1,000, all of our hundreds, our tens, little units. And then in here I have numbers 2 to 9, because we don't have more of these. We only have 2 more of these. So if we need to write a 3,000, then we'll just look for the 3 and put it on top of these, and that counts as a 3,000. So with that along, I have this little dice to play games for with these little numbers for the units. These cards are Montessori principles. So here are the tens, the hundreds, and the 1,000. And I have dice for each of the colors, and we play games with that. These are some math facts, so she have to add them up. Like 2 plus 3 is 5, and she'll put a number here. This is for 11. It's an equal sign. And then she runs out of the tiles. Like with the bigger numbers, she can use it dry erase because it's laminated. A sound tray for some of the digraphs. In here I have some digraphs, some vowel blends, and then little toys that go with those. This little sight words dice to play games. Sand tracing with cursive letters. So these are the letters of her name, the S, and so on and so forth, and then she'll trace it with the salt using this chopstick. She loves this. I have this here for like a few weeks, and she won't let me take it out. I do change her little letters, those. These are life cycles, and these principles I made myself. So she used either the cards, real life picture cards, or the animals from the Safari LTD tubes of life cycles. And right here I have animals classification, mammals, fish, arthropods, birds, amphibians, reptiles, and so on. And then a bunch of animals for her to classify from Safari LTD tubes as well. And for all these activities, she'll pull the carpet, this rug out and do it on the floor. Then I have a little sewing kit for her. The USA map that we use for memory work and art project. She's gonna stamp her hands and her foot, and then her pink tower along with some cards for different patterns that she can do with the pink tower and stuff. So that's everything. It was a long video, I know, but I hope that it was worth for you guys to watch it, and I hope that you get a lot of ideas from here. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. And next week I'll come back with my Workbox videos and my Montessori inspired activities every other week. For the books of the week, I almost forgot to share them with you. I keep them in her reading nook in a little shelf, but it's a little dark in there right now, so I pulled them out to share them with you. These are usually read along or read aloud. The books that she reads alone on her own, I keep them in her workbook. I'm sorry, her Workbox and her bookshelf, so she can read anytime she wants to. She reads. She loves reading, so it's not something that I have to make her do. So these are some of the books that I got this week. What Time Is It, Mr. Crocodile? With Love, Little Red Hand, and it's about a hand that writes letter. The Day Ducks Got Stuck. As you can tell, we're not actually working on the uk ending sound, but we're working on the ck sound. So she needs a little reinforcement on that. Diary of a Worm. 10 Terrific Ways to Help Out Our Wonderful World. Recycling. Old Malolo Had a Farm, and I can't wait to read this book to her. It's a beautiful book. All the Colors We Are, and it talks about different skin colors and how we get them, and how different people from different parts of the world have different skin colors. This one is at the Art Mart. It's like an art mart. A couple of kids go and look at these art pieces. La Gallinita Roja, the little red chicken. I'm sorry, I got the Red Riding Hood words in my mind. Winter Survival, and she talks with me for kids in Spanish, as you can see. So that's that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, guys. God bless you.